everyone to the KY Packer fan and Bud Grower or Bud for Vet show. Just shout out to our buddy Hemp for Fitness here.
Hello,
Everybody
everyone.
doesn't know LT Man or his wonderful products that I use and support. We'll put a link out there for you. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any major problems, especially with like I have, and I'm going to be doing a film for him. It's really bad, and it's really I'm getting so close to losing my legs, and the part which is going to save it, which is already done, is once I get rid of the infection and the boils using LT's product, and we're working on some other internal ones he has. It actually gets my legs to where they will not get infected again. I'm serious. This is a really, really good product. Now, anyway, along with that,
Yeah, but you see what his face looks like now?
I know there are side effects, people. It makes your beard grow.
Oh man, like
Look,
an inch a week.
an inch a week, inch a day. Just a shout out to Bill Admin, our mod. Trust me, if anything happens in that room, you go to Bill. Because if you do something stupid, Bill will go to you. Now,
The only problem is when your beard grows an inch a week, something else shrinks an inch a week.
oh no, it doesn't.
Let's see the beard. Let's see the beard. Let's see the beard.
Christ. Y'all
Yeah,
just
that's
don't-
the beard. Yeah, that's it. The beard. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's see the beard. Hold on. Wow. And you shaved this morning?
Yes, it was amazing.
Wow.
No, really.
It's been-
How long has it been since you completely shaved? Your
Month
face
and
was
a half,
completely shaved, clean. How long ago?
about a month and a half at most.
Wow.
6 weeks, and this is what his beard looks like after 6 weeks.
Exactly. It's insane, isn't it, guys?
That takes me a year.
What? Dude, my beard should be down to my toenails here in about 3 or 4 months. Nah, I'll be like ZZ Top. Oh, look, it's Stevie. Mow, 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 mow. Stevie. Nice to have you in, brother. D-Johns. Oh, my God. I hope you're feeling better. And I am looking into that issue, by the way, D-Johns. I won't allow that to happen to you, especially not in here. Nobody's going to time D-Johns out in my room.
No. That's I looked at the video. There's no report anywhere on the either
Nah,
chat.
right, but
That means it's Google again.
right, but there were some other issues.
I know there were other issues.
I haven't brought that up really to you, but
I know.
just saying we are looking into it, and
Yes.
she won't happen here, whether or not whatever, because I made sure of that. But so I just wanted to let her know. Saying we are looking into it, and
Yes.
it won't happen here, whether or not whatever. There it is. I had my YouTube open. Yeah. But good to have you in here, and like I said, we are fighting to get our totals up.
Followers and subscribers and
Unless there's somebody out there that could help me set up Prisma. And you're looking at I need a idiot's guide to hooking it up. For some reason, I keep getting caught in one part of it. I can't transfer this number or something to get them to acknowledge Prisma on YouTube. I have no idea why that is. And so I need someone to help me go over to get it up, because if that
someone
was
that uses it, who knows how to do that? Yeah.
right, because then we wouldn't have to worry about getting our hours and stuff. We're not trying to get monetized. We're trying to get to the point where we can film from the phone on a live stream. So we go
We
out.
can live stream is the only thing we need it for, so we
Yeah.
can show what we're doing when we feed.
Oh my God, Jeremiah, that's exact. Well, I don't think it's the smoking because I actually quit. But the last 6 years, yeah, I've had no circulation whatsoever. None. Shock proof. Good to have you in here. So I now let me ask you, Jeremiah, is that the surgery where they plug up the veins? So that's the same one that writes for Vets Head. Yeah, also told me I should look into that. But I don't have Medi-Cal right now, so I can't even do that.
Yeah, and you should probably get that Medi-Cal first before you do anything else. So your costs are covered. You have to think of that. You agree? It don't make much sense to not have that done before you go and have anything extensive done, knowing that they'll cover it anyhow. Be different if you knew they weren't going to cover it. It wouldn't make any difference, but you know they will cover that. So you might as well get that taken care of. You suddenly take a vacation, bud?
I think he did.
I think he just fell off the stool.
Anyway,
Sorry about that. I had to run. I get sick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going back to that again. She said I'm going to be sick as a dog here for a little while.
Where's my avatar? I've got to move it over to the V for Vets channel so I can use my other one.
I know he doesn't have it on here, so
For whatever reason, I did have it on here, but then it disappeared.
no, I see you upstate. Still a little butthurt you didn't say hi to me. That's why you invite me to yours. I came in here, said hello 4 or 5 times. Little
Oh,
cry
no.
face.
oh no,
Even said,
upstate still?
Okay, I'll leave. And then NC Tyrant Hunter came in and said hi right below where I said I was going to leave. So, but yes, welcome in. You should jump on the panel if you want. I know you can do panels. Oh, no, hold on. Wait a minute. His wife's on the way home. Hey, George Ward. Steve.
Well, anyway, but
Come
okay,
on
why-
up, upstate. Just come up and
I'll
say
be back.
hi. Wait,
No.
where are you going? No. We want. Well, hold on. God damn it, upstate. Just get up and say hi, then drop off. For fuck's sake. Come up and push your channel then, dude. Well, come up. Hey, Bill did drop the Streamyard. Anyway, so yeah, LT, I want to do those things with you, brother, because I am as bad as it is right now for my legs. The times that I was able to use them and go out was because of your product. So I'm trying so hard to get
Well,
back
like
to
I
that.
said, I'm gonna talk to the people at the lab, and I'm sure we got something else for that too. The other situation, as far as any type of internal.
Just let them know that because you know that the danger of having legs like this because the
Oh,
plasma
absolutely.
carries infections through the human body faster than anything. So I have got 3 major infections in the last 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
KY was with me for the last one. I just don't know if I can go through that again.
You see that? Someone mentioned my name. I heard it all the way from Michigan.
So right, Revenge. You know, right? It was so close, brother. The doctor was the ones those leg things you got me, brother. She had already starting to condition them, stretch them out a little. Because when you get them from the factory, you have to stretch them out a little, or they'll, of course, they want to be tight on your leg. They just don't want to rip your leg apart trying to get it up. All right, upstate. But please, just come up for a few minutes. You're all good. Rights for Dead should come up. You should come up, brother. I know your ears are burning. I talked to a person today about you. All bad things.
And Ginger is in constant, legs are in constant pain. She swears by your stuff too.
Well, it's because that's
bottle I sent it to her, and she swears by that.
Now,
I'm glad that happened.
Yeah, I've been going over, like I said, playing guinea pig, but also with Ginger, if there's any open wounds on her legs, KY.
No, she has nothing open on her legs.
And she can also take this. It absorbs in, but it's It's a cannabis wash that will actually go inside, like a lotion does. Really good stuff too that would help the legs because it also takes care of the internal burning. I've got a thing from him. The only problem with it is I decided against the better wishes to try it on my open wounds. Not as good as a Trumpadol, dude, which is because it has a thing, but that wash probably not advisable for open wounds that are deep. But
Right.
the
Right.
top part of it got rid of all the it's a bacterial thing with me. So along
How
with that,
about with a washcloth? Same thing.
oh no. Let me make this quite clear. Anytime you have problems like the legs, you do not use washcloths, you do not use towels, you use
Mhm.
specifically medical pads because you do not want because the problem with the towels is
Transference.
thank you. That's exactly what that is. The using yeah, it will just like and it will just keep spreading it around. So you need those medical.
Oh.
She's getting some for me. I don't have any,
Mhm.
but again, you need those because it absorbs everything off and it's really good. But that is what you want to tell them to use with your product.
Oh no! What I was saying, like with the wash, when you're washing, instead of putting the soap in there on your legs and washing them, will it
No,
help? But no, okay.
no,
I don't know.
no. But we'll wash if you can take the heat and a little pain. And I'm just saying.
Mhm.
They were looking at me going, that's not, it's going to hurt like hell. Yeah, well, I'm already in pain. So you
Mhm.
get in the shower right after you wash your legs with that cannabis stuff, and then you hold the hot water on it, and it will. That is the only way because it will get all of it out without leaving it, so that the bacteria can stay.
Mhm.
It hurts a lot, and it's hard for me to stand that long, so that's not an option right at this second for me. I'm just.
Hmm.
Oh, you can't imagine how much hours I spent talking to the doctors and stuff about this. Who at first didn't want me to even touch it. I
And
just like,
now they're happy that you feel better and get
well,
better with.
yeah,
After he's going and tells them what he's doing to treat it and make it better, now they're happy.
yeah. They weren't going to be liable
They
to
didn't know
tell me.
what the hell to do.
Nope. Now I start to, and that's why the filming. I wanted them to see because just in case they don't believe me, because I have a problem with that. I have no problem with transparency.
Absolutely, yeah. You document your progress, um, and yeah, that's shit.
I
Have
mean,
you ever?
his doctor, I sent him a picture. He said to me, he goes, "Well, send me a picture of your leg so I can see what you're talking about." And this is when when he saw this, dude, and I'll show it. I don't care. He saw this and understand it's that bad. So sorry if someone gets. Okay, just mind you, I'm going to show it. So anyone,
No, you don't have to.
If you're squeamish, don't look.
yeah, don't look if you're squeamish. But there's a part of my legs down to the infection at the bottom, which is green. That is,
Her heel.
yeah, that's my heel, bro.
Ouch,
Those are
bro.
massive abscess and it goes
Now,
up.
is that being improved or was it worse?
When they were not infected, see, this is the whole. If they weren't infected, then yes, the Trumpadol got rid of that.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm just telling you, that's why I want to film it. Fucking taking a picture. I'm just going to film it so people can actually see that rather than think, oh, I could have doctored the pic. There's no doctoring anything, dude. I'm at the verge of losing my legs. And every time I get close, and mind you, they're in massive pain, I get to the Trumpadol, it starts to heal it, and then something happens. And, it's exhausting because, and for everyone, my friends, KY, he had to go through that with me when they gave me the last medicine to take care of the what the fuck was it? What did I get last? MRSA.
MRSA.
Holy fucking shit. The medicine they gave me, people, was excruciating. It gave me cramps, made me throw up, and set off my anxiety. So it
I had to
was,
listen to him cuss at me all the time.
yes. It's been probably harder on you, KY, than me. I mean, it's just pain for me, agonizing pain. That shit just, whatever. Now I have a new one. and I can't remember the name. I can't say these names. They're just ridiculous. But I am actually excreting fluorescent green because of the mold, the bacteria. It's like, what the I'm bleeding green. Yeah, I'm a little bit.
bro.
But I used your product right on top of that, regardless of what they said not to do. Granted, not a good idea, LTI. Like I said, they said don't do it on that massive infection. Fuck you.
Mhm.
What ended up happening is the infection spread, but the pain and the agony and the swelling went down. You see how it just.
Mhm.
If I use it, I'll get rid of those boils, which in effect will probably get rid of the infection eventually. But right now, no, it just spreads it. And dude, I even overdid it with the pump. I panicked. And I didn't realize if you have an infection, the last thing you want to do is use a leg pump where the infection is so that it spreads
It
throughout the rest
squeezes
of
the
the body.
infection to the rest of your body. Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I did that though.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was
Here's your sign.
here's it. Yeah, it's an idiot aboard, right? Anyway, that's basically what we're up to, LT. But I still push your product like crazy, brother. It's amazing what it's done for me. And I
Like
don't
I
think
said, Ginger says my hips hurt from where she was in that car accident. She said, I put that stuff on. She said, in 10 or 15 minutes, I start feeling better already.
it does, KY. I
know.
wish to God I didn't have this because really, when I went out, the nights I went out to do the homeless thing, because when that infection hits, it swells up, the kneecaps lock up, and everything is insanely painful. Your LT's medicine allowed me to go out, even though, yeah, right, I was stumbling around, whatever. I could walk. At this point, I just can't. I can't walk.
With the problems you have in your legs, you got near that storm sewer, and I saw water sitting
Oh, that
there.
was stupid.
You should have turned around and walked back the other way.
I should have, but they were one of the, it was me. Okay, well, I don't, that was stupid. I can't even begin to tell you guys. I wish to God I could have gone back in time and not done that. I really fucking do. I've suffered so much for going down there to film that, and I need to put that tape up, damn it. I mean, after all, all this suffering, I want you guys to see what these people had to endure, where they were living, and what kind of conditions they had.
Yeah, because if you put that up, I can put it on my channel, and
Yes.
then we can get more clicks and views and viewer hours, watch hours, and I'm just waiting for you to put the videos up so I can get them.
Well, that's cool, T. Oh my God, though, those wound vacuum pumps are awesome, Jeremiah. I had one on for over a month. They literally had to peel the skin off my leg because the MRSA got inside. So they cut all the way around and peeled the skin back to get rid of it. And they put one of those life-saving vacuum pumps, which, God, people, Jesus, those are unbelievable. They actually reduced the time of healing down by 2/3. 2/3. So that, let's say you would be in a hospital for 2 months for something like that. You would no longer be in there that long.
3 weeks.
The pump actually, it's I messed up on that too, KY. The guy came and replaced the pad and stuff, and I accidentally hit the wire, the pump cord that goes to the device.
Okay.
I popped it off. Well, I wasn't thinking straight. I was in pain, and I was high as a kite because of the medicine they gave me. I plugged it in the out port. So I sucked the sponge right out of the wound. Now that hurt. Like I was even called my mother had to call the guy back. He's like runs back. He goes, "What the hell are you doing?" Oh man, that hurt so bad, dude. I passed out. And do you know how much each pump? Okay, the pump itself comes with two different things. One is the sponge substance, that they cut to size and stick in the wound. And the other is a sealer thing that keeps the infection away. The pump pack is $799. The attachment to keep the infection away, $1,100. So every time you put that pump on me, you're spending $2,000.
Hmm.
And now, how full of shit do you think that is? Seriously, it's not like there's a revolutionary design in the sponge. It's a flipping
Sponge.
sponge. That's all it is. It's just ridiculous. Now, mind you guys, they wanted to charge also $1,000 a month to have the machine, and I needed it for 2 months. So, along with every day coming and spending that much money, you do realize that there was no way I was going to pay that bill, right? I mean, $2,000 a day, sometimes 2 times a day for 2 months.
Yeah. Really.
Oh hell yeah!
Pocket change. Pocket change.
Pocket change shit. Yeah. All right, Upstate's still in here.
If your last name is Gates or
Oh, no kidding. But then the funny thing, that senator found out the companies that make that stuff wouldn't charge Gates. He would not get charged for anything. Chris Rock did a documentary on
documentary.
Documentary. He went around to find out how much his friend would pay compared to him when they went to different restaurants, stores, and whatever. He rarely paid for anything while his buddy paid for everything.
And what was the difference?
The difference was he was rich, the other one was a governor, and he was just a poor person. They don't give poor person anything. They give it to the rich and the famous, and they give it to like politicians and stuff. That's why
they give them comps and perks.
Right, exactly. So it's never fair anyway, no matter how you look at it, the differences between the rich and the poor, which should not be, but whatever. Like I said, we need to go back to that system where after you make X amount of money a year, you're taxed 90%. They don't need as much money. Anyway.
Yeah, once you get over like 10 million, what are you gonna do with the rest? You know,
right? But why don't
20
we
million? You know,
why the cap should be like what, $1 million or 5 million per 10? Let's say 10. But after you make $10 million, any money you make with no loopholes, no kides, no hiding, no fucking, no mugging, just flat out anything you make, you're taxed 90%. Now, the American people should be taxed a flat rate of 7% across the board. That would make more money than all these other taxes. Trust me, it's all a game with them. And we need to regulate who and what gets taxed, seeing as the Constitution says that's what it is. I'm sorry, but this bullshit where you buy an item in a store and then you go to give it to your family members, or if you try to sell it, constantly with tax upon tax upon tax. And where does this tax go? Do you see all these wonderful fucking services? I'm sorry, wonderful services? Look at Skid Row. There's where your taxes are going. They have enough money in the U.S. military budget. If they were to just give 0.03%, every possible program in this country would be paid for. But no, we somehow believe that it's okay for them to gourd all the money and use our tax money. Seriously, we're paying for all this stuff. We are. You don't really think the businesses and the rich are paying for anything, do you? They have lawyers that get them out of paying for any taxes. My mother paid more taxes than Ford did. Really? How's that fair? It's not. Until we decide to do something, you know, too busy bitching about my feelings rather than my country or taking care of important issues like you motherfuckers running around doing all these protests and stuff. Are you doing that for the children that are being abducted and raped and killed and sold into sex? Are you? Is there any riots going on anywhere? Do you see any cops standing up and yelling? No, what we get is people like that pervert. I don't even have it. I was putting up those things every week until Facebook kept kicking me off on, what's his name? What's that guy's name that had the island? And then he killed himself in a high security jail. Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein.
Epstein.
Yeah. First, we got a whistleblower that came out 6 months prior to that and said, these rich people are trafficking children in, and he gave names and everything. Then the U.S. Foreign or whatever got him in front of the people and said, gee, we don't know how to find them because they're all nationalities. Yeah, you negated the fact that they have to be the top 1%ers, because it costs a little money to be able to buy a child, kill them, rape them, and hide them. You know what I'm saying? Nobody at my peak could possibly afford that kind of money. So yes, you do know exactly where it's coming from, numbnuts. But they decided to hide it. Then we had Epstein Island, another tried to attempt to this guy that was a whistleblower tried to pull out so that people would listen. No one listens. No one. Really, it doesn't matter if Epstein's dead or not. I don't believe he is, but it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is, and we didn't pay attention to because that's the way they do it. You know, when Trump got into office and wanted to make his buddy some ungodly amount of money, he launched 60 ICBM missiles into the side of a mountain for no other reason. Because the way the treaty works is if you don't use them, you lose them. You don't get to replace them. Once they're sitting around stockpiling for 10 years, you can, or once you're not allowed to replace them unless they're used. So he knew that would cause problems. So what did he do? He got the masses to start whining and bitching about how many people made his inauguration ceremony. I kid you not. We were all busy worried about how many people went and giving a shit about the missiles launched into a mountain. That's the way the game works. So they will divert you with some nonsense so they can get away with something else. That's just a win-win situation for them. Upstate, you came back. You heard boobies. No, Stevie, we don't want to do that. You can come up if you want, though. We're not going to be talking about boobies on V for Vets. That would be, I don't know, not this station. So, Rights, what you been up to, brother?
Oh, nothing. Just running around doing nothing, trying to take care of the wife and trying to get some more food in the house. Nothing big.
I tried to get food in my house, but they keep putting it off. Hang on, I got to throw the chicken in.
However, I did something. Where'd he go? There you go.
Peace.
What's going on there, bud?
Oh, I'm Alice. I'm still Alice. God damn it.
Oh, there you are. Okay, I got you. How you doing?
I didn't know I was Alice. All right. Doing good, right? It's good to see you, brother.
Same here. Same here there, Steve.
I thought I'd try to come up here and change the subject, even though I don't know what I'd change it to. But,
well, I'm going to sit back and let you KY and Bud talk about it. I'm just going to listen in. That's all. Get some knowledge out of the deal.
Well, Bud said we can't talk about titties, so we won't do that. Those aren't my favorite anyways. But
well, talk about thighs or legs.
Yeah.
No, just joke.
Chicken thighs. What's the best part of a chicken? Thighs.
Yeah, well, yeah. Did you see the prices going up, man? Wow.
Yeah.
Can't believe that shit. Went shopping today and everyone.
I gotta switch from like fresh to frozen because frozen's like half price of fresh. So
is it really?
Yeah. So I'm gonna make some chicken enchiladas this weekend. Or not this weekend. Tomorrow. It's always the weekend, I guess.
Oh, that's good. Ooh, I'm a Mexican lover, man. I tell you, I love that food. Oh.
And you know what? I was always like, I make these green enchiladas and they're good, but the sauce is like way too salty every time. Salty, salty, salty. And then I was like asking Lulu. Lulu. Yeah, I was gonna call her Lola. Don't call her Lola. Yeah, I was asking Lulu about it, and she's like, "Oh, you just make it yourself. You get the tomatillos." And I'm like, And so then I went to the store, and then there's like 2 pounds of tomatillos there, and like someone's pulling an order for because they do the curbside thing, and he's like getting all the tomatillos, and I'm like, no. So I like nudged in there, and I ended up getting a pound, and I made the sauce. The sauce is freaking awesome. It is way better if you make it yourself.
Well, I went to Lulu's channel and I see some of the food, and I told my wife, I says, let's try some of this stuff here. So we're going to try it and see what happens.
Yeah. And I agree. I mean, I haven't even ate it yet. I just tasted it. I mean, I made the sauce because I made it ahead because I don't know, just because I didn't know how long tomatillos can hang out in the fridge or whatever. So I just made the sauce. I know the sauce can hang out for a couple of days in the fridge. So
What kind of stuff
I
you
made
got
the
in it?
sauce.
What kind of stuff?
It's like tomatillos and then like 1 onion. It was like a pound of tomatillos. Oh, a pound and a quarter or something. I don't know, a little over a pound.
The only thing is
And
your
then,
onions might be a little
and then
mushy,
I
but you won't.
and then I
You won't
put like
even.
water and then onion and garlic and little cumin and a little salt and then I let that boil. And then I let it boil to where like the tomatillos got like soggy, and then I got my little mixer thing that you could mix stuff in the pan. I don't know what's called, a little chopper on the end of a stick thing. I don't know what it's called. But I did that. And, oh my god. It
Then you
frothed
should have no
up. And,
problems. You should have no problem in the freezer. Then if you already cooked the onions, yeah, you'll have no problems with it.
yeah, it'll be great. And I'm gonna cook, this is one day. I cooked it yesterday, and then today I was busy. My kid came, and then tomorrow I'm gonna make it. And then you bake it, and then I can freeze it. Because I don't know. I only know how to make like big meals because that's all I don't know how to cook for one person, and I live alone, so I don't know how to cook for one person. So I cook for like I gotta make lasagna, and then I gotta I could eat 2 meals of it, but then I don't want it every meal. So then the rest of it I package it up and vacuum seal it and freeze it. I
Oh,
could eat
wait a
it for the next meal.
Yeah.
Hold on, Mel. Hold on, Mel. I forgot to say hi, KY, Upstate, Bell, and Bud. How you doing? Okay, Mel, go on.
Upstate, what's up, brother?
Yeah. What's up?
I had my eyes closed. I didn't see you pop up. I was
I
trying to
am,
read my close my eyes.
Damn, I need to
I
go
remember.
inside actually. I'm outside.
Remember, Barry,
See,
it's better if you close your eyes.
we got the whole outside here.
Oh, nice. It's already dark, huh?
I
I
was
still got
sitting right
sun.
there.
Nice.
Go
It's
upstairs.
still sunny here, but it's cooling off.
Whoa!
We're getting
God
ready for
dang. Okay, I gotta fix something. Hold on a second, guys. Bam. That was a trip. Almost seen me next fall.
Mm. Have a nice trip.
Yeah. That trip almost landed on my face.
Be careful, Nate. Be careful.
Hey, Clint, welcome in. Well, so
I
now
can't
you
see
need to help us
nobody
up.
in chat.
I can't see anyone in chat.
What's up, bud?
Because
Bud,
I'm on my phone.
bud.
I just came in from outside.
Don't you head on
Smoke
that
a
shelf.
tree.
Smoke a tree. I don't know what that is. Is that like booze?
I was getting medicated.
Hmm.
But now I'm inside. I haven't turned on the TV all day, so because football's not on, I ain't got no reason to.
It's not Sunday or Monday. Yeah, I leave the TV off.
Actually, I watch Saturday football too because I watch OU.
Mm. It's a college game. So.
Sooners are kicking ass.
Yeah, I
But my
just can't get.
Raiders are down. My Rams are down.
I just can't get interested in football anymore. I used to like it, but I don't know what it is. It's like, yeah, I'll watch the Super Bowl, and maybe a couple playoff games if they're gonna be good. But
I
all the
watched the
games
Super Bowl
after that,
for
I'm not really interested.
my team hasn't been in the Super Bowl in a long time, so I watched the Super Bowl for the ads. It's kind of like I watch
Yeah,
look at Playboy because I like the ads. Yeah.
you like that.
It's kind of like that, but I like the football for the football too. But when my team ain't in there, it ain't as exciting. So
Yeah, and that's the way I feel about all football. Because I don't know, I was kind of a Niner fan and a Raider fan, and then they sucked, and then I mean they both had their heydays, and then now it's like meh, and then now I just don't care when I watch a game. I whoever's losing, I want them to win, and if they get ahead, then I want the other team to win.
you know, my old
Just
lady has a knack for fucking picking the team that's gonna win,
uh,
and I hate it because she'll tell me that my team's gonna lose, and I'll be goddamn if they don't. But
you can call Vegas and
I
place a
I
bet.
tell her I tell her shut the hell up, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she has a knack, and she can't gamble because she's a dealer at a casino. She can
Uh,
gamble at her casino, but not any others.
but you can bet on games, right? At hers, you can bet on all the
I
games.
can.
Uh,
Like I used to
what
play
do
squares at work.
Yeah, I
Like
never win. You won twice on Silver's thing, so you're lucky. So yeah, get me. But me, no. There's nothing for me to win. If there's two people in the draw, I'm gonna lose. That's just the way it is. I don't win,
You
but
know,
that's
I need
okay.
a
And I take
good
it. I can't
editing.
gamble.
I need to learn how to edit. I need some good editing software that I don't have to pay shit for.
Well, you can get. Well, I don't know. There's kind of a cheap way to do it, like Adobe After Effects is like it's the premier number one best editing software there is. But you don't have to buy it. You used to have to buy it for $800, but now you don't. Now you can pay $10 a month, and if you use it, yeah. If you don't, if you're not going to use it much, then it's not worth, because it's going to end up $100 a year.
Well, dude, I
If you
have
don't,
so many
if you're
things
gonna
that
use
I
it, if you're
I,
gonna
I
use
want to
it,
make a
10 bucks a month isn't
compilation
much.
of all the arguments I got in because I've had some hell arguments, dude,
I can imagine.
with cops or
Yeah, but it's like I'm saying, if you're gonna actually use the software, then the $10 a month thing is really good. Like Photoshop for me, it's great because I bought Photoshop back in '95 and '98, I think, and I paid $800 and and
damn.
2 years
more.
later, it's totally outdated.
Yeah. And then they're like $100 you
Yeah.
can update, $100 you can update. And then I was like, no. And then I just got the pirated versions for the next 10 years. And then there's like limitations on the pirated versions. But as soon as they came out with this, oh, you just $10 a month, you know, $10 a month, I don't get the video editing software, but I get Photoshop and Lightroom and something. Another one I don't use, but I use Lightroom and Photoshop. But it's like $10 a month, and as long as I'm using it all the time, it's a great deal. It's a freaking really good deal. Hey, if I wasn't using it, yeah, it'd waste my money. But so I
Yeah,
don't
I
know. If
need
you're
help with
really serious about it,
downloading
that's
that
the
shit.
best. Yeah, Adobe After Effects is the best video. I can't say the best because there's like movie companies use super high dollar stuff, but for us mere mortals, Adobe After Effects is the best video editing software that you can get, and you can have it for $10 a month. What's that? 30 cents a day.
But see, I don't
It's
know
it's
what to
not,
do.
it's
I
not that
have
bad.
some kind of editing software. I forget what the hell it is, but
But you can just start with Windows. Like I only have one video up, and I just use Windows Movie Maker, and it lets you bring in things
oh,
and cut it and flip it and add little add-ins and it's free and it's already on your computer. It's already there. It's already there and free. At least practice with that, and then you can kind of understand how video editing works. and how you
See, I
clip
didn't even
things
know
and
I
cut
had
them
that
and
shit.
put them in a timeline and fade things in and fade things out and have transitions. You could learn all that from the free stuff that you already have.
How in the how in the fuck did you even know it was there? I didn't know it was there.
Yeah,
I've been
it's
on
there.
the I've been doing all this shit. Nobody's ever even told me that shit.
Yeah, it's free and it's already on your computer. It's already there. Just go to your little start bar and type in Movie Maker. And I think they did change the
I
name,
had no idea.
but mine still has Movie Maker. But they did change the name a little bit. But if you type that in, just type in video and it'll come up. They call it video something now. But I got
Wow.
Windows 10 and they still call it Movie Maker. And you can do all that stuff.
That makes me wanna
Yeah,
pull out my damn laptop.
yeah. It's
Holy
already
shit.
there. It's already there. You already have it. And that's enough to learn.
And
And then
then
if you want more than
Movie
that,
Maker. That's what I have.
yeah, Movie Maker. That's what
It's
I use
called
to make my
Movie
video.
Maker.
Sure. And you can like import sounds and import video clips and cut them and clip them and time them. There's a timeline. Once you get used to working with the timeline, it gets pretty easy. It'll
No,
take a
it's
little bit of
called
playing.
Power Director.
Yeah, I don't know
But I
what they
also
changed the
have
name.
Intro Maker too.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but I don't know. The Movie Maker one,
No, that's
that's the
one
one.
that I got off of
That's I feel.
I got
Yeah,
it at the App Store.
yeah. Intro Maker might be cool. They have a whole bunch of things, and you just put in your icon, and it can do all kinds of things with it, or your name.
Oh wow. That's cool.
But play around with
I
them. You
didn't
already have
know
them.
that shit.
And don't go and spend money on stuff yet. At least get to know how to do those, and then if that's enough, because they're pretty powerful, That's stuff you used to have to pay for, but now it's like they keep updating it, and it's free, and it's really cool. And you can do a lot.
Wow.
But if you want more stuff, if you want to have it snowing on the sides and have Christmas jingle bells and all this other stuff, all the other there's
No,
a million
no.
things other things they can do.
I'd
Then
like
then you
to
can
be
go.
able to fade in and out though.
Yeah, they all have that. They all have that. You put clips, you fade in and out. You can do talkovers. You can bring in music. YouTube's got a whole bunch of
And
music.
talk over too.
Yeah, and YouTube has a whole bunch of music that's royalty free that you can use. There's pages and pages and pages. And people pick the same
Jesus.
ones for a lot of videos, but they got a lot of other stuff. Like on my video, I don't know. I never heard what the one I used. The only reason
I
I used
made
it is because it was 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and that's how long my video is. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So,
you got Messenger, right?
yeah, no, no. But
Uh,
you got my number and stuff. You
yeah,
can get a hold of
but
me.
I can you FaceTime?
I don't have an Apple. I have Line. I got my regular phone. You can call me.
Yeah, but you
I
wouldn't know
don't.
where I'm
I
at
don't
on
really have to.
certain thing or what I'm doing. I want you to see what I'm doing. That way I know
Yeah,
what to do. If you walk me through it, I'd be able to figure it out.
yeah. You got to get used to
I
working with the timeline. Once you understand the timeline, then that's all there is to it. You gotta get used to working with the timeline. Because all of a sudden there's a timeline there, and you're like, well, there's nothing there, and then you got to drag stuff to it, and then you got to like watch that and cut it, save it back or whatever part of it you want to use, and then import another video and use a little part of that, and
timeline
then put
is
that one
for
after that one.
your video
So it's a
length or what?
timeline that goes. And once you get used to using the timeline, that's all you need. It's all the timeline. And all the
Oh
timelines work the
shit.
same no matter what program you use. Timelines are timelines. That's what they are. As soon as you
Okay.
get used to the timelines, you got it. Just play around with Movie Maker. Start with Movie Maker, and they
don't
also
have
have
one thing on my laptop as far as that. All I have it on is my iPhone.
um,
But
yeah,
I'm
see,
gonna download something or
if
use
you
that
would
one that you
Google,
told me to look up.
yeah. See,
Sure
like
is
with me, with
something.
Google's pretty cool because Google has Google Photos, and so any video, any photo I take with any device with my account, it automatically uploads it, and I can just put it on my computer. I just open up Google Photos on my computer. There's all my videos. There's all my pictures. There's every picture I
No
download.
shit.
There's every picture I take for the last 17 years. You know, all your pictures are there. All your videos are there. Everything's there.
Hey, guess who I was talking to today?
Damn.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
My mom.
I would never talk to Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's air cold.
Hi, Blake.
Air cold.
Oh, Eric Cold. He's my brother. He lives right here. He's my buddy. He's been to my house like 3 times already.
And
I
tell him
like
what good news about the friend that he was missing.
Eric Cool's a good guy.
But
Yeah, he said that he told me that you told him that I could give him your number, and I didn't even question it because you don't lie and he doesn't lie, so I just gave him your number. I figured
haunted ghost pepper.
ghost pepper chip. Yeah.
Fuckers are high.
Oh bad. Not bad. I'd be dipping them in some sour cream or something, just to some guacamole
Holy
or something.
fucking shit.
Tame it down a little bit.
I'm feeling it from about an hour ago.
So, Bud,
That
what do you
shit's
think about Eric Cool?
high.
He's a pretty cool
That's
guy.
yeah. That's what I was gonna tell you. He called, and he's not an actual vet, but his father and them were in, so he's a family member of a vet, which fits right
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
He's gonna be doing an interview. I'm gonna be showing some of his videos in his style, and he's gonna come in and do an interview. And
Oh, nice.
he's got some issues. He said with the VA, or that he knew of, or something like that. So I say, anyway, bottom line though is, we can link him up with come here, do the interview, and have him talk to Rights as well, if he might be able to help
Yeah.
Rights. If I misunderstood that.
You
or
ought to
not.
look up.
And Michelle's here
You ought
too.
to.
Michelle.
That family, I'll bet you, has somewhere in that family. There's a Blue Star mom still alive, and you ought to interview her too.
Well, yeah. Right now, our goal is I have him coming up. I don't think I could ask him to get his mother though, but this is just the up and coming
No, just
interview.
say, ask him about Blue Star moms. Ask him if he has a Blue Star mom. That's a mom that has lost somebody or had somebody close to them die
Yeah.
in war.
Yeah, I love Eric Cool. I don't know. I first met him when I was on Silver's panel, and then I'd sent like a whole bunch of magnets, the Tyrant on board, a Karen on board magnets. I sent them up to Silver to give them away, and then she was talking about them and
You
said, "Yeah,
sent me some.
if you want one, send me your address or something." And so he's like, "I'm in Stockton, California," and I'm like, I was in chat and I'm a mod there, so I'm like, "Dude, if you're in Stockton, you're 20 minutes from me. Fucking drive over here. I'll give you handfuls."
I remember when you were talking about
And
that one day. Yeah. Yeah.
that's the first time I met him, and then I made him an avatar, which he never used for an avatar, but he ended up making stickers, so he gave me a stack of stickers, and I don't know. He's been cool. He's been by here a few times. I gave him my burning laser, which I told him, don't get in trouble. The only reason I'm giving it to you is because I don't want to get in trouble with it. And I don't trust myself. So I gave it to him and said, don't get in trouble. If you think you're going to get in trouble, give it to someone else. Pass it on.
Let them get in trouble.
Yeah, I just don't want to
Hey,
get in trouble.
I just got an idea.
Uh-oh.
I know a good cop here, okay, and he comes by and talks every once in a while. I'll probably make him never ever come over here again. But I want to get the Tyrant on board one and put it on his car right in front of him, and then like back up with the camera.
Yeah. And you could stage it to where he knows.
I want to get his reaction and everything.
And he'd probably like it. He'd probably get a kick out of it.
I don't know, man. It'd probably make him never come over here. I swear, this guy he's gonna give me an
Let him
interview.
in on it. Let him in
But-
on it and just let him know what you're doing. And so they would kind of be like, it'd kind of be rigged, but I don't know. I don't know what
I
you
want
call it.
to ask him right in
It
front of
kinda
his
be
face. I
staged,
want to
but-
pull it out of my pocket, and I want to say, "What would you do if I turn it around and put it on his car?
What
Put
would
it
you do
down
if I
there
did this?
like that, and back on up and take a picture of it.
Yeah.
What would you do?" And oh my God, it probably, dude, this guy he does a lot for this town, which that's why I say he's a good cop.
If he's
And he has
if he's a
great
good
policing
cop,
skills, and
then
he's
he would
a
have a sense
field
of
training
humor.
officer.
He'd have a sense of humor, and he'd probably be okay with it. He'd be like, "All right,
I think
let's
he
do it
would
for
too.
let's do it for the photo op," or he'd let you do it, and then you have a good laugh, and then you take it off, and like that
But
was
yeah,
fun. That'd
that's
be
what
cool.
I'm thinking. I don't think I'd get arrested for it,
No,
especially if it was him. Now, if it was Officer Plant, now,
I can't believe
yeah,
it.
I don't know what they would arrest
yeah,
you
that
for
would be
because it's not damaging anything. I don't know what they'd have to come up with some new rule or something that they don't
yeah,
have yet.
yeah. God dang that!
But I was
I'm,
amazed that Silver Diamond. She
I
sent
just thought of
me
that
out.
when you,
She sent like
dude,
100 of them
you're
out,
the
and she
one
said,
that.
"I'll give $20. I'll give $20 to the first person that shows me a picture of it on a cop car." And it's like it was like 3 weeks or 4 weeks before anything happened. I think she did give someone $20.
I
I
I
did see
might
one
even
picture of
put
one
it
on
as
a cop
members
car.
only. I would put that on the members only for a month, and then bring it out. No, I'd probably leave it on there for a year.
There you
Leave
go.
it on members only for a year, and then bring it out to public.
There you go. Compromise.
I still have a bunch left. I don't know how many I have. I have like
I would
12 or
promote the
15.
shit out of that.
I have 12 or 15 Tyrant on board ones, and probably 10 of the Karen on board ones. They're bigger. So yeah, I'll be happy to send you some. I'll send you a few.
You already sent me a couple.
Did I? I'll send you. You got them?
Yeah,
I did, huh?
they're
I
up.
did.
Actually, they're underneath my Bible,
That's a
so
perfect
they
spot.
stay flat.
I got
Oh my
mine.
God.
I got metal doors because I built part of this place, and so I got metal doors, and so I just stick them on the metal doors, and I got a filing cabinet stuck on that. And my fridge has some on it. I just got them stuck around on things just to keep them flat. Because the magnet part don't wear out.
Did you see private chat?
See what?
Private chat.
Oh, private
I
chat.
think it was private chat. Yeah, private chat.
I gotta be super
I
careful
see
because
chat chat.
if I hit the back button, I'm done. I can
Oh
click on my
hell.
name. Oh, then there's private chat. Okay. I see private chat. But when I'm in private, when I look at the private chat, I've learned if I hit the back button, then I'm canceled and kicked out of. I'm kicked off the panel. I have to hit the X button.
Damn.
So I try to learn. It's
Whoa.
hard to do this on the tablet. It's probably way easier on a computer.
Man, my tablet I only
computer, you
use
can,
for
like, chat.
audits.
Uh,
If I have to download something right now, boom, like that, my phone's fast, but my fucking tablet, since it ain't got shit on it, it goes super fast.
yeah, but the problem is like you download it on your tablet and then you have to get it onto something else. And if you have like flash drives, that's not a problem. Take it from this, put it to that. But it depends what it is. For me, Google Photos, all my photos and videos, they just automatically they save a backup for me. I didn't even know that. And then like my kid came by and showed me, and he's like, "Oh, let's look at Google Photos. Let me see your phone, and let's look at Google Photos." And he's
No.
like, "Oh, I got 7 years of photos. Every photo I ever took is already they have it. They already have a copy. And I've already lost all those copies of that, and I forgot about them." He's like, "No, they're there." And then so I started using it, and that was a good way to transfer between devices from my phone to my tablet to my computer. And then apparently I had so much that I had to start paying $3 a month because I had too many videos and stuff. At first I was like, I'll just delete the videos, but then I thought, for
I
$3
just
a
use
month,
a card reader.
yeah, that
I
works.
use a card reader because it has a SD card.
Yeah, that
And
works.
I can, yeah, I just, because I go from my other phone, except for if I need to go live, I'll use this phone.
Yeah, but like, but you use Apple, right? But like a lot of people have an Android phone, a Google phone, and so like any Samsung or something. So I've had friends in Thailand. I go see them, and they're like, I'm like, "Hey, what's up? Let me see your phone," because they're like, we're talking about photos or something. I'm like, "Oh, you got photos from years and years and years ago on your phone," and they're like, "No, this is a new phone." I'm like, "No, you have Google," and they're like, "No," and I open up Google Photos for them, and since they're already logged into their account with Google, it just goes straight to it. And they're like, "Holy shit! I got 10 years of photos I didn't even know." How do I delete them? Yeah. Like, well, you can delete them. I know Google has 3 copies of them to be safe, and it transfers every month. And so, like, if you delete something, it's deleted, but like the cops could still find it for the next 2 months. But
Damn.
they didn't take anything back.
How many talking crickets telling a female you?
Yeah, they didn't take any. I mean, they're not criminals. They didn't do anything bad. Well, one girl, she was doing like a gamble thing, and so everybody would like take a picture. They'd write stuff down on a paper, and she was kind of like a bookie, and they for the lottery thing, and she was making some money on that, and she thought she deleted it all, and I showed her, no, it's all right there. Google has like 10 years of it, so if you want to go through that and delete them, you can. But just don't take pictures of something that you shouldn't, I guess. It's the moral to that story.
Yeah, buddy.
And anybody sends me a picture, I download it off of Facebook or download it off of whatever. Just it just automatically it goes up on Google. They got everything, which is, I mean, it's really good, but I don't do anything bad, so that's why it's really good. But if people were doing like
You're
bad,
gonna have a picture of it if you do.
Well, Google never forgets. They're like an elephant. They never forget. And when you sign up with Google, you automatically, somewhere in that contract, when you say, okay, somewhere in that is, that we're going to save all your pictures and videos for you, and so you don't have to worry about losing them. I think they do it in a good way, but it could be used against you, depending on if you're taking something bad. Sure, it could be used against you, but I don't do that. I got some crazy pictures. Sure, I got some crazy pictures, but nothing's illegal. So I got plenty.
That's
of
why
pictures.
1A and 1A supporters, because we don't do anything illegal.
Yeah, I don't.
We do everything within the law.
Yeah. I try. And I try to
Did
never
I get
lie.
a hell yeah?
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Booyah.
Everybody in the chat say hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Put a 1 for hell yeah.
Bill's out there saying hell yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. I felt like I'd been raped or something once my kid showed me, oh, they have all your pictures for you. They saved them for you. And I'm like, what? No, that was like 8 phones ago. And it's like, no, there's your pictures.
No, I mean,
I just felt like, what? And it made me go through it and look, and I'm like, okay, I'm all good. Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. But it made me wonder, because maybe I've had a couple thoughts that weren't completely legal, but all the pictures I took were completely legal stuff. And you can turn it off at any time. It just automatically turns on, and I'm sure Apple does the same thing in some way, but I'm not an Apple guy, so I don't know how they do it. I'm sure they do the same thing.
I just got an Apple like 3 years ago. It was crazy. The old lady told me that I'd be impressed, and I ain't gone back since.
Yeah, for I don't know. For me, you know, I was a Microsoft guy, and you know, I can do code in Cobalt and in 1A and stuff, but so I've always been a Microsoft guy, PC guy, and Apple put a really bad taste in my mouth because I had to reload my whole computer every time I plugged a FireWire cord in, because video used to be only FireWire, and I love my digital camera and I love my movie camera back in I don't know when that was, 1992 or something, 40 years ago. I loved it, and that's back when you couldn't, you know, you can't even, you'd have to print the picture yourself, and printers sucked, or you have to bring your little floppy disk down to the Kinko's and try to get that to print something. But every time if I plugged my camera into my computer would crash, and I'd have to completely reformat the hard drive and reload Windows and start all over. And I built my own computers back then, so then I had to load, 15 CDs, a CD for everything, a CD for the graphics card, a CD for the sound card, a CD for my USB thing, CD for everything. And it just took forever. I got really mad at Apple. I just said, Apple, there's not going to be any Apple anywhere near my stuff, because they stole a month of my time because I kept trying it. Every time I tried it, I had to reload my games, reload my everything. But I'm not against Apple. They just did me wrong at that point, so I got a sour taste in my mouth. So, but yeah, I mean, Apple is like, it's really easy. It's easier than Windows. It's like for your grandparents, It's like an easy phone. It's an easy computer. It guesses what you're trying to do and asks you, "Is this what you're trying to do?" because Windows won't do that. Windows is like you do what you want, but we're not going to guess. We're not going to help you. We're not going to help you at all. But if you know what you're doing, you can do it. Where Apple's like it's a lot smarter and makes it a lot easier. So like my mom, she's never had a smartphone. If I got her a smartphone, I'd get her Apple just because it's a lot easier.
This iPhone is awesome.
Sorry,
Somebody
KY.
snoring or what?
SKY.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That makes me want to change the subject, and I'm willing.
Yes, please.
I'm.
Well, we're not talking about sores anymore. That's what I wanted to fix. Abscesses and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's just a hint.
So I'm game. What's the subject? I'm good at lots of subjects.
Bud.
Squirrel hunting.
Squirrel hunting.
Squirrel
With
hunting.
30-06.
Oh,
Pop
Turn 'em
goes
into
usual.
turn them into
I went squirrel hunting with a 50 cal.
Bud.
Yes.
A 50 cal size rock in this slingshot.
There you go. What was the news you had about a friend, their missing friend?
Oh, my friend Jay, who had been missing for over 3 weeks, was found. What ended up happening to her was they had to transfer out of the hospital she was in, and she left her phone at home, so there was nobody to tell her. So when the friends went to the hospital, they said she had been discharged. They had no idea that she was in another hospital a mile down the road.
So she got transferred then, basically.
Right.
Okay. Well, they found her.
No. What happened was they released her, and she had to go right back in. The conditions flared up.
Well, that's a happy ending. A lot better than Gabby Petito.
Yep. Well, and I'm happy she's safe. I've known her for quite a few years.
Yeah.
So that Gabby Petito and Brian, what's his name, Laundrie case, that's kind of weird, huh? I mean, it was like everybody was like a detective at first, but now everybody knows what's going on, and then the guy's just missing, and who knows where he's at. And for the media, the media blew it up really big because they're this young couple, and apparently people think they're sexy or something. I don't even know about that, but that's why he got all the attention, and now he's missing, and he's in Mexico or the FBI's like people are seeing him everywhere. It's like where's Elvis? When Elvis died, all the it's like Elvis was spotted everywhere. It's like no, he's dead. It's like no, I saw Elvis on Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah, they didn't want him to go, dude.
There's like six of them.
Too many fans. They were really broke. Too many fans were devastated.
Yeah,
they were hoping it was just a lie because of the crap that he was going through. Remember, that was just recently after he tried his comeback and he had put on that weight and all that shit.
Yeah, his comeback thing with his new tour and his new extra large clothes, and he did all right, but it was too much for him.
Yeah, it was. That's a shame. And he was and like with everything, it was drugs.
Yeah. Michael Jackson and him, a lot of people, same outcome. You get that money.
No,
good drugs.
Knock it off, dude.
You get a bunch of drugs. You get a bunch of drugs, but they're
really,
not.
Upstate, stop it, please, dude. Don't even go there. Don't. It's not the way it is. That's not the case. That's nothing to do with you, brother. You need to get your self-esteem back, bro.
Upstate? Should I be watching chat? Did I miss something?
No, it's just he's trying to blame himself for something he doesn't need to blame himself for. Well, no. Tonight is really just slow. It could be for several reasons, but like I said, we're trying to get a format set up, and we because of issues we've both had, and my non-ending health issues. But that's all right. We're actually got interviews set up now. We're gonna be. The hell is that?
Somebody's phone.
It's my
Oh, I was gonna say, why is
in home prompt. I got it.
that's funny because it showed up on my feed. You see my little thing moved? It's like, what the? Where's that coming from?
Yeah, last track wow. I won't tell you what last track wow means. Oh, V for Vets. I you know what? I've never typed in V for Vets on my computer. Or I guess I did one.
It comes up bunched together for some reason. There's no spaces. It's V for Vets, and then you'll be able to pull up the page.
Yeah. I'm there now.
Hey, you're there. You're on my page.
Yeah, I've been on your page. Now my computer is. I just wanted to see chat.
Yeah, he's fine.
Jackie Good Citizen. I don't know if she's in here. I miss Jackie. It's been a minute.
Yeah, she didn't come in though. Was she sick?
I just saw Belle posted her link.
Oh, well, he does that without them coming in anyway. So
Yeah.
we don't know.
And there's Air Cooled. Yeah, Air Cooled needs subs.
Yeah, Air Cooled.
It's funny, Air Cooled to be there. It's like Furry comes in and Joe Cool comes in. The big dogs come in, you know? The big boys come in. And Air Cool's just like, hey, man, hey, peace, bro.
He said he would pop in tonight.
He doesn't make any big deal out of it's one of the big dogs coming in.
Yeah, we are going to interview him soon. Me and KY on a show.
That'll be good. He's got a lot to say. He's a good guy.
Oh, I like Air Cooled. It's gonna be good to talk because I don't think I've been on a panel with him yet.
Yeah, he doesn't go on panels normally, but like he got started with he was in Stockton and there was some cop thing going on and he got out and started filming it, but he wasn't on the median. It's because there was a side road thing, you know, and there's like the main road and the side road, and in between that there's this little grassy thing that doesn't say you can't be on there, you know. But he was on that.
Says there, bud.
Huh? I'm sorry. Say it again.
What does it say?
Say that again. Oh my God! There's the shirt.
Keeping our promise to America's veterans, and then they got the T-shirts. It's got the
Dave.
Right there, the same thing. The DAB.
Yeah, that's Air Cool's name.
Right there, they have the same thing. It's the same thing on the pocket of it. It comes in blue, tan,
oh my God,
charcoal.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to save up for the blue one, the hoodie.
You need V4V.
The hoodie.
You need V4V.
You got your finger on it.
This one right
Not
there.
The single finger.
That's the hoodie. That's the hoodie right there.
Right.
Now the blue ones are just T-shirts. The blue, the beige, and the charcoal. That's just T-shirts.
Oh, well, I take the hoodie anyway.
That's $40.
We need to make them for you, V4V. Instead of V4Vets, V4V.
I told him he basically says the same thing all the time.
I do.
Stevie. I said we just change the wording instead of keeping our promise, keeping the promise. Keeping the promises made to America's vets. Oh, you change a word or two, now it's a different thing.
Yeah, and just put V4V instead of DAV. Put V4V instead of V4Vets. Put V4V, and then somewhere on there below you could put V4Vets.
Well,
V4V.
If we knew someone who was in the graphics, we know someone who could do that.
I don't know who that might be. He's and that same person that seems to have disappeared was gonna make me some business cards, KY. Oh no, who dropped? Oh, it's
Somebody
Upstate.
dropped.
Where did Upstate go? All
We
right,
get lots
Lloyd.
of chats in there.
He went to order his hoodie.
Oh,
No. Yeah, it would look good, just like that, almost like that, like military V4V, and then below you could be like, you could put the name, and then you could say like,
That would be cool on a camouflage, a green camouflage.
yeah,
Or black,
yeah,
or black
okay.
camouflage instead of gray
Because-
charcoal and black.
Because
Black
because
camouflage.
V for Vets it's too long to fit in any kind of icon, But V for V,
right.
then they
Well, I
could-
thought that's what you would do. Just put V for V. I have this
Yeah, V
nifty
for
little
V.
picture where I put 4 on my shirt. I have a shirt that says 4, and I'm holding 2 peace signs up. V for V. See, V for V.
there you go.
But yeah, I
Okay.
was hoping you would do the business card so we can. Hell,
Yeah.
eventually, what I wanted to do is get some magnets or something and go into these places like the VA place and
The magnet.
put the magnet
Mhm.
on their walls, their drink machines.
Well,
Maddie,
they need stickers for that, but that'll
Probably.
work.
Well, I wouldn't want to put a sticker just like on a cop car. You know what I mean? They could
Well, you
get
don't put a sticker on a cop car, but you can put it on a Coke machine or
yeah.
in the lobby or on
Oh,
the
you
wall
think you wouldn't get in trouble for putting a
or
sticker
on glass.
on? I don't know, dude.
Mm.
I wouldn't do a sticker because then they could physically say you're damaging the property or whatever.
Yes,
or the
but a
owner of the
magnet,
machine. But a
you're not-
magnet,
it's not-
no.
not
That's all right.
permanently affixed. That's
Right, it's not permanently
permanently-
fixed. That's why the
Yeah.
cops couldn't give you a ticket for putting one of them on the car.
Right. It's like, what's the
They-
damage?
Yeah,
Nothing.
what, you gonna write me a ticket for your feelings? No. Hey, oh.
Now, I was saying, Maddie gave me access to her printing account that she gets a discount and everything on. I've got the information and the password.
Oh, sweet. So we can make business cards if we need to. Is that what
Right, and all I need to know is what's going to go on them, and then pay
Yeah,
for
me
them.
too. I'll make the logo. I'll work on the logo and then whatever text you want. Just let me know the text. I could do the layout, but they've got all kinds of stuff for that. Once you upload it, printers all have not like your printer, but printer people, But you have to give them what you want. You have to give them the logo, and you got to give them what you want to say.
Now,
It's
I
easy
use,
enough to do layout. It's easy enough to do layout, myself on here.
when I made my own business cards, when Renee did uniform sewing, I used the tools that just come with Windows and designed this.
Yeah.
This is what I did on the back of the cards.
Yeah,
How to get there on Fort Knox. And I mean, people would come right to the house. And
when they'd find it. They'd find it right from that, for sure. So what's the front look like?
little lowing.
There you go.
Oh, hell, everyone knows my name anyhow. What the hell am I worried about? This is
So,
the card I made.
Nice.
Seamstress Services.
What?
And
Your name's Joe?
everyone,
name- apparently his
I've
name
been
is
doxxed.
Renee.
I've been doxxed 3 times, so yeah, it's all out there.
So I mean, look.
And I made the card and I handed them out, and people, that's a neat
So on.
card, And then on the back,
I like
said,
that. I like that. So on and so on.
yeah, that was the name of her sewing business.
What do you
And-
think
Yeah,
the
that's cool.
chances?
Guys
I
would
like it.
have to get stuff sewn on in a hurry or whatever, and
Mhm.
if you go to post or something, it's 2 or 3 weeks, So she would say, "No, I could do it overnight, or I could get it done in 2 days, depending on what day of the week it was and how much they had to do. I could get it done in a day or 2 or whatever."
Yeah, and if somebody came by and says, "Hey, I'll pay. Just fucking, I need this now. She'd be like, all right.
Yeah, because
Little
the
job.
one guy, he got assigned on a Thursday, and there was a parade on Saturday, and they expected him to be in uniform with everything on, and all his patches and his name tag and everything all on this. And it was a new uniform too. They issued him and said, "Here you go. These are and we expect you to be all set and ready to go Saturday." And what it is, it's not just a matter of, well, can you show up, but in the proper uniform. It's to see if you can problem solve when you're giving a task that's almost insurmountable. If you can find a way to
Yeah.
resolve the problem, can you solve problems? And that's what they do. They're testing the senior NCOs. Hey, can you solve a problem? And the guy said, hey, you know, there's this guy over in Van Voort, or his wife does sewing on the spot or next day or whatever. And he came with two uniforms. He said, can you get these done? She goes, when do you need them? He says, I need them yesterday. Okay, yesterday. She said, and how soon yesterday did you need them? He said, how soon can you have them done? She said, well, go back to the shopette down there and get yourself a coffee and a large coffee. So when the large coffee's done, go to the bathroom. When you're done going to the bathroom, come here, they'll be done. So
Yeah, and on your way back from the bathroom, stop at the ATM because it's going to cost you a little bit.
$20,
the ride.
yeah, $20. It's not going to be the $5 they charge you there because this is rush service.
Yeah, rush is always more.
And I'd help her too if I had to. If it was something like that, I'd help her. I'd lay out the patches and lay out the name tags and put the stuff on the back and cut them to the right size. And the regulation said you can have them short, but lately the uniform pockets on the shirts are real wide, and so I think they look better if the name tag matches the width of the pocket.
Yeah,
I think it looks hokey if you've got a 5-inch wide pocket and then the name tag's only 3.5 inches wide. It doesn't look right. It looks much better if they line up. And people agree. Others agreed with me, so that's the way we started.
There's this lady in Thailand, and she like sits outside of I don't remember what kind of business, like I don't remember what they sell, but she's out there with the sewing machine and she's got all her threads and everything, and you know, I just if I saw something I like, I'd just buy it. It's like it didn't fit me, and then I'd take it to her and she'd make it fit. She'd like unstitch and restitch and, you know, make everything fit, like butt bags. And, you know, I'd buy a pants that are like way too big and she'd like pleat it and whatever. I don't think she can make things bigger, but she can make things smaller. I'm not that big a guy. And when they sell stuff for like foreigners, most people there have like a 40-inch waist, and I got like a 32, so it's not that hard to make stuff smaller.
No.
I'm probably not 32 anymore. I'm probably 34 now. COVID.
COVID, yeah. Blame it on COVID. That's right.
I probably gained a couple inches because of COVID. I'm not climbing ladders all the time, so I'm at home eating and doing stuff around the house.
I had a 34-inch waist until I turned 40.
And then your waist caught up with your age?
No. And then I started line dancing and got it back down to 32.
Dang, there you go, line dancing.
And yeah, oh man, and then my waist got smaller, and I had been running all along, but that didn't help it. But they added the line dancing as well, and it dropped down. Yeah.
There you go.
But then we moved to Minnesota, and at least when I was other places I could run in the winter, but when you're in Minnesota, you can't do a lot of running. Some days it's 30, 34, 40 below zero. That's not the wind chill, that's the temperature. You go outside and you take a deep breath while you're running,
Yeah.
you freeze your lungs, you die. Just right there. You fall over, your lungs freeze, and you suffocate right there on the spot when it's 40 below zero and you go like that. Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I've never been in 40 below zero. I've been in below zero only a couple times because my kid lives in Utah. I was born there, but I don't remember it. But I've been back a couple times in Idaho and Utah, and it gets pretty freaking cold.
Yeah.
So we're like, you take a breath, you're like, ugh.
The day we left for Fort Knox from Minneapolis, it was 43 below zero. The wind chill was minus 145 because that's as low as the wind chill chart goes, minus 145.
Yeah.
And I barely got my truck started. Our garage was attached to the house and heated, and I had my block heater plugged in inside the garage with the garage door shut, and I barely got my 96 Blazer going, and this was December of 96, and it just barely started.
So if you didn't have antifreeze, you just have a broken car, right?
No, if the oil freezes, you can't.
It's like, you don't need antifreeze. You really don't. You need it in the summer because antifreeze and anti-boil can have.
And I boil, right? It stops it from boil over as well as freezing.
Yeah. Nothing freezes here. I mean, it kind of does. It gets down to like we hit 28 degrees for a couple of nights. That's about it. So we're like, it's enough to kill your plants. That's all.
Right.
But it doesn't like kill them. It just makes them look killed. But they come back easily.
I mean, people who doubt, it's true. When it's 35 or 40 below zero, and you spit, see how far you can spit, it freezes, and then when it hits the sidewalk, it bounces because it's already frozen in the ball.
Yeah, I've seen people, they take like hot water in a cup and throw it in the air, and it's like falls as little ice cubes.
Yeah,
there's a big like rush.
And that's exactly the way it is. I mean, every little piece of ice, quarter-inch diameter, feels like a big rock when your car is that cold. The tires are that before they're warmed up.
And I got friends in Thailand who can't even imagine like what just like 32 degrees would be like.
Right.
I'm like, your freezer, and they do have bars. They do have these ice bars, and they're like 0 degrees or something. And you go in there, and because it's hot as fuck there and humid all the time, all day, all night. It's always hot. It's like Vietnam,
Right.
Fucking hot. And so, oh man, it's so nice to go in there and just have your sweat. Yeah, your sweat kind of freezes on you, but oh my god, just to have it stop sweating for a minute, it's so nice. And like you bring your girl in there, and they put like big giant Eskimo jackets on the girls, and you go in there and it's like, oh, you take a couple shots of vodka, and then it's like, yeah, but no one's in a hurry to get out of that. You just go and kind of kick it. It's like, yeah. And you don't want to shoot down a bunch of shots, and they got all these flavored vodkas, strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, anything you want.
Just about anything you can imagine.
Yeah, all the flavors you want, and you take a shot, and then you sit there and talk with your friends, and then you look at your girl, and she's like in the corner, like freezing,
just shaking like a leaf, in the wind.
It's like, no, this is just like winter time. Just imagine this for 6 months. 4 months.
4 months,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, they can't imagine it.
Every day for 4 months.
Yeah, every day. The inside can be warm. Unless you're a miser like me, then my inside gets pretty cold. But it doesn't get that cold here. So I don't really have to. My windows I keep my windows open all year. I got fans going until it gets really cold, until like December, and then the fans got to stop. But yeah, it gets pretty cold. I got some, and I got the main house heater, but I don't use that because I only live in a part of my house because my house is way too big. It's just me, and I'm not gonna waste money on heating the whole fucking house when I could just heat the part I live in. So I just have like portable heaters, and it does fine.
Yeah, people in Florida too. If they've never been out of Florida, it's hard to. Like my neighbor across the street. Now he had never been out of Kentucky, and his brother was sick. His younger brother was sick, and he said, "I was going to retire and stay here, but my younger brother is sick, and I really care about him, and I'm going to go move up to Minnesota."
Oh,
I said, "What? You gonna?" I said, "Have you ever been out of Kentucky?" He goes, "No." "You ever been north of Kentucky?" Well, no. Well, listen to me. You're in for a rude awakening.
You gotta buy some clothes.
Yeah. I said, you remember about 4 years ago when we had that snowstorm here? We had about 9 inches of snow, and everyone here thought it was, oh my God, it was the end of the world. And I said,
thought it was Armageddon.
This is every other week or so up there. Sometimes you get 18 or 19 inches, 24 inches of snow on a weekend up there. So just so you know what you're getting into. And I said, and Minnesota is way up there. I said, so you're up in the Canadian border if you're at Minnesota, okay? The top of Minnesota, that's Canadian border up there. So it doesn't get any further north in the U.S. So well, I said, where are you going? He told me, it's okay, you're in southern Minnesota, so it won't be quite so bad.
Yeah.
But still, you're talking temperatures ranging from minus 30 to 100 degrees. It gets 100.
In my many trips to Thailand, and I mean, once you get there, it's one thing, but on the way there, you get to meet people because you're on a plane for 14 hours on the first flight.
Lots of talking time.
And so you got lots of time to talk, you're just like, oh, okay, friendly a little bit, and then you eat, and then you sleep, and then you wake up and eat again, and then, they're watching a movie, and then you start talking to them, and, I've met several Thai girls that are like, I'm like, you going back to Thailand, huh? To visit? And they're like, no, I'm moving back home. I'm like, why? It's like, why? Because I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm like, what? Like the cold. I can't take the cold. And
where were they at?
Girls from Alaska and girls from, I don't know, what, Canada, what's Canada, West Coast? I can't think of the name. I don't know. But right up there. Right above me, yeah, right up above. But it's cold.
British Columbia, yeah.
Yeah,
it's BC. Yeah, it's British Columbia.
No.
Isn't it?
It's hard enough. Yeah, I don't know. It's British Columbia, but there's like cities that I can't think of the names right now. Vancouver and stuff. And then they just like, no, that's just no. One winter, and they're like, no. I'm gonna get divorced. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah, depending on where they are and how far inland they're in. Yeah, the further inland, the colder it gets because you got the Japanese sea currents along the coast. It's warm along the coast.
Yeah, it's warmer. Yeah,
warmer. Yeah.
And then even here, there's like Pollock Pines, and just up in the Sierra a little bit from me, an hour up in the Sierra, and they have snow and they're cold, and just you take somebody from the equator and bring them up there, and
exactly.
No.
Yeah, we had this poor guy when we were doing training up at Fort McCoy, Wisconsin, a place where they do a lot of winter training.
It's like they've never worn long pants. They've only worn like short pants and flip flops their whole
Yeah,
life.
this poor guy was from Hawaii, had never been out of Hawaii.
Yeah.
70 degrees to 74 degrees his whole life. That's his temperature range, 70 to 74. Shorts, t-shirts, that's flip flops. His whole life.
His whole life.
We got up there. It was 19 below zero. The guy could not put on enough clothes. He had winter woolies on, his pants on. He had the Arctic pants on over his regular pants, a parka
Trying
over
to
his.
snuggle up next to other soldiers, and they're like, "Hey, man, no snuggling."
This guy looked like a green Michelin man. He was all puffed out because he couldn't even put his hands down to his side because he had so much clothes on. Hardly, he couldn't hardly put his hands down because there's so many layers of clothes on. He was freezing his ass off.
Yeah.
But that's the same way we feel when
we go down
when
there.
we go
when I go
down to
the equator,
south of the equator, or Southeast Asia or places like that that are out in the
I'm
desert,
just a sweaty mess. Look at the guy sweating. That's me. Look at the guy drenched in sweat. That's me. Who's the guy who needs 5 showers a day? That's me. Who's the guy looking for the ice bar? That's me. But yeah, even like you order a drink, you order a Sprite, and they give you like a glass full of ice, it's fucking full of ice, and a can of Sprite, right? You pour your can of Sprite in there, and you're like, okay, and like 3 minutes later, you look over, and it's like your ice is like over half gone, and there's a big giant puddle on the table, and then 2 minutes later, all the ice is gone, and the puddle's dripping off the sides of the table. Just because it's so humid and hot,
right?
That ice has ice has a life of about 4 minutes in a glass with liquid in it. That's it.
Unless it's a thermal insulated glass, maybe it might last longer.
Yeah, that helps. You get a koozie on there or something. Yeah, koozies help. Koozies are good.
Well, but you have the vacuum form glasses or the.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those there. I have them here, but
okay.
But like your koozie there, it's like you finish your beer, your koozie's full of water, you gotta dump it out. But it's a lot better than non-insulated. Because any cold anything you take from the fridge and set on a counter, it's just gonna be a big.
Start sweating immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sweats, and there's all your heat, or there's all your cold coming out. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool, but it's kind of not. I mean, it's cool to see. But yeah, I prefer here where I could have a glass of Sprite, for an hour. My ice is fine. I'm at like 7 minutes.
Now this is the one.
And it's not that it's that hot. It's that it's hot and humid.
This is what I got from the NRA. It's steel, but it's vacuum. There's a vacuum. Yeah. And if I fill this with ice at 10 o'clock at night and leave it sit on my desk here, and the house is at 74. If I leave it sit there on my desk all night long, that ice is still there at 10 o'clock the next morning.
Yep.
Because that thing is so well insulated with that vacuum in there.
Yeah, the vacuum is great.
And it doesn't sweat. It doesn't sweat. It doesn't.
Yeah.
All right, bud, what you up to besides sleeping?
It's weird, and like you think, like in Asia, you think like they use air conditioners so much that you think they would like use insulation, and they don't.
Huh?
It's like your room's hot as fuck. Your room's 90 degrees when you get in your room. It's 90, and you turn on your air conditioner, and yeah, it gets to like 75 maybe. It's probably about the coldest you can get it. It gets down to that, but you turn it off, and within 10 minutes,
within 10 minutes,
90 again. Yeah, you're 90. You're just right back there. It's either running all the time or it's hot. In my first trip, I ran out of money, so I had to do like fan rooms. I couldn't afford the AC rooms because I spent all my money stupidly. And then
you learned. See, you learned.
Yeah, I learned.
And you didn't do the same thing the second time, did you?
No,
because you learned. That's right.
but I did get accustomed, and then the fan rooms were kind of okay. I mean, I didn't really have a choice, but
yeah, you didn't have any choice. That's the best you were gonna get.
So I kind of got accustomed to it, because like my brother, I went with my brother a few times, and he was just like, he's out all night long partying all night long, and then sweating just like crazy, and then like he'd be back in his room. We stayed at hotels where you could get it down to 18 Celsius, which is, what's that, like 69 degrees or something? Below, well below 70. And he'd sleep at night, but as soon as he came out, he's a sweaty mess. I keep my room warmer. I keep it AC, but warmer. And, I could go out at night without a problem. But he was a sweaty mess. But he never had to deal with it.
If you keep it too cold and then you go outside, your body's not accustomed to it being so warm. You don't acclimate yourself.
Right. So I tried to be out during the daytime. I try to go to the beach during the daytime because that's cool. And it's not cool, but it's fun.
Well, you've got to breathe off the ocean, which is cooler.
Yeah.
But then you got the sun beating down. Yeah.
Okay. Don't go sweat crazy. Because sweat doesn't work there. It just makes you wet. It doesn't cool you off. I mean, it does a little, but you just basically end up sitting in a puddle of water. But it didn't cool you off. And my body's used to, like, here in California, we're really, really dry air all the time. It's just super dry.
Right.
And so if you sweat, it just evaporates and it cools you, But it doesn't work.
Same with Texas, Arizona. And you don't realize you're losing all that water because the air is so dry it evaporates right away.
Yeah, you can sweat a lot.
It's Living Sky.
Yeah.
Hey everybody.
Hey,
Living Skies.
How you guys doing?
I tried to call you to see how you were doing, but you didn't answer, so I figured.
I was out and about. Sorry.
Okay, that's okay.
Oot in the boot.
Out in the boot.
They
set up what's it called? A little fiber optic thing that goes down my nose to see my throat.
Right.
Yeah. So they're setting up that. And I have an MRI on my foot for the 29th.
Oh.
And I have to go get a ton of blood work this weekend.
Same. Have you ever had an MRI before?
Yeah. Actually, the last time I did, about an hour or two after I got home, I got these C-shaped prisms in my eyes that lasted for about an hour. I couldn't see.
Wow.
It was really freaky. Sorry, my voice is not the best.
It is what it is.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's the only way I can sound right now.
I like your avatar. That's cool.
Yeah, Betsy Peeler made it.
Ah, I like her. Yeah.
Well, I was waiting for you to make one, but just kidding.
Well, I don't know. I get busy. I get sidetracked. I'm so easily sidetracked.
Yeah,
it's no problem.
Bunch of fences and gates. This is ridiculous.
I don't know what happens.
Hang on. Oh, there we go. I had to hit my thumbs up.
What about your thumb?
I had to hit a thumbs up.
Oh.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
That means something entirely. I can't tell you what it means.
Right. What kind of a video did you put up today? I haven't been able to see it yet.
He's
muted.
muted.
What's that?
Yeah.
There
I
you
said,
go.
what kind of a chatterbait video you put up today? I mean, what kind of a video you put up today?
Oh, just how to shop at Myers.
Hey, right.
All
How you
right.
doing?
Hey, how you doing there, Living Skies? How's it going, girl?
I've been having medical issues, but I'm okay.
Oh, no problem. I'll be able to fix it for you.
I was told
Don't
I
tell me how you
sounded
write
like a
nothing, though.
man tonight, so it's okay.
Well, I sound like a woman.
Oh, there you go.
She sings soprano, I sing bass.
I'll be
So,
your
I can't even sing anymore. That's sad.
You mean you did? No, I'm just
No, could never sing before, but I can't.
It's even worse now.
kidding. You were
Dr. Fetz is right here, young lady. No problem. Turn your head cough, please.
I don't have balls.
Oh, you're doing good.
Trust me, you don't want to.
Even though I have bigger balls than some men, I must
No,
admit.
you don't want them. They get cut off too easy.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, my
Anyway.
daughter's looking at his wounds because of that.
I was gonna put your video up, right, and play it.
Which one?
Well, apparently not the Walmart one to show how to shop in Walmart.
Walmart. Walmart. Shoppers
Right.
at Walmart.
Thank you for
People
that,
at Walmart.
shocking update on how to shop in the store.
I don't know.
Well, had a lot of chicken action. Oh, what?
Like you should have put like some helpful hinders. Pay for what you get. Avoid open packages that have suspected items in them that are not real.
can I ask
Don't
a
get money.
question?
Don't get
Avoid
money in
finding-
packages.
Avoid finding pork on the candy aisle way away from the refrigeration.
No
I
kidding.
forgot pork.
Or
I'll
here's
just
a
buy
real
that.
piece of advice. When you go to get your ice cream, ask the attendant to go in the back and get one from the shelf back there because of all these millennials that want to go around and do the lick test.
Are you kidding me?
That's just ridiculous, dude. They got that actor doing that. I hope she goes to because that's
Oh, my.
ridiculous. Go in, open up the ice cream, and take a lick off it.
Especially
See if
with
it-
COVID.
To see if you like it. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Even
that's
without
no,
that,
it's not
it's
even
still
that. They
nasty.
film themselves doing that on YouTube.
Yeah.
Really?
It's one of those
Yeah.
idiotic things like, step outside the car and jiggle your ass while the car's moving. Awesome idea. Or how about even upgrade to that? Let's eat tadpoles or Tide Pods. I mean, I have seen
And
some
then like
fun-
in Texas where it's like, oh, let's take out all the mirrors in the bathroom and take down the soap dispensers.
yeah, or,
That's it.
or they play mailbox baseball.
Yeah, mailbox baseball is like huge here.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Everybody, it's huge here.
You play
Every
that
high
game, right?
schooler has to go to play it.
You play mailbox baseball, do you? Right?
Huh?
Do you play a mailbox baseball?
No, I never
No.
did that. That's the truth. I played rope, but never baseball on it.
Yeah, what they do is drive around and they
Whack 'em.
they whack them, and if they
Never
you know
did.
Yeah.
if it clears the driveway or their property to the next person's, it's a home run.
Wow.
And so to counteract that, there's like welders out here that make the whole thing out of like 1/2-inch steel.
Yeah, but that's the two
And
cases
so when
have
they
already
hit
gone.
the bat
Two
blades.
people have already been penalized for doing that. One put bricks in it, and they
Jeez.
went around and hit it. You cannot booby trap them. That makes
No, you don't booby trap it. You just make it to where
no.
a bat.
If you
bat-
do that to stop the bat, that will cause injury to the person. You are booby trapping. That's what the court said. Sorry, your
No,
prop can't purposely
well,
make it hurt someone.
you're not booby trapping it. You're just
Solid,
making a heavy
yeah,
duty
heavy
ass
ass
thing.
thing to counteract a bat is purposely setting it up to do it. I'm sorry, dude. They already ruled on it. I mean, unless
They're
they changed it,
Well, that's what
I wouldn't do that.
That's
Well,
what everybody does here, and it's cut back on it a lot.
Well, maybe true. Plus the brick ones. I mean, if we all started.
And
doing
normally they don't even move off of the little pedestal. They're just smashed in on one side.
I know
That's
what
what
I'm
I
going to do. Skies,
Who's
move
on a
over. I'm
pedestal?
moving over with you, Skies. I'm leaving the United States. I'm going to Canada.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
I will
What?
make sure your wife is at the airport to meet you, and then I'll take your ticket and go to Canada.
Threesomes are
I
fun.
realize that I have my song "Fuck Canada," but you know,
Wait, let's sing
the
the Canada song.
I know, but at the certain circumstances where I'm eating out of a trash can, fuck that. I'll go to Canada. Of course, you know they'll really like me up there with all the mooses coming after me.
Mac the
Mooses?
Moose.
It's gonna be
Mac
worse.
the Moose.
You don't
But,
say
Bud,
mooses.
you and Ginger can get an apartment
No,
together.
no. She would.
They're
No.
not mooses,
You know what?
they're
Tell you
mice,
why.
right?
How many times a day does she ask you if she's mad? If you're mad at her, could you see me there? It'd be like
She doesn't
But-
talk to me right now.
But are you mad at me? You're mad at me, bud. aren't
No, I'm not mad. I'm just
Okay.
disappointed.
you?
Can you guys play
Go
the
ahead. Go ahead.
video? Can you play the video I just uploaded?
Ooh,
Does that
On your page.
Yeah.
On your-
put it in
channel?
private?
It's my own
put the link
page.
Put the
Hang
link
on,
in,
it's
put the
my
link in
own.
chat.
Brother Liz, good to see you, brother. No,
If you put the link in chat, it's easier for them to find.
yeah, if you put
Oh.
it in chat or private, I'll pull it up and play it. Or
Hang
say,
on
"Why
a
won't-"
sec. It says still being processed.
Oh, okay. Question, Bud.
Yes.
What color T-shirt do you want? Blue, the beige,
Green.
I want a pink
or
one.
charcoal?
Wait,
Only green.
can I get a pink one?
Green goes with my complexion.
No, we will never allow a pink shirt with our name on it to exist. You understand?
I
Okay,
want one.
pink is not a choice. You got blue, sand, or charcoal.
Khaki? I'd call it khaki. Blue khaki. Sky blue
Shit.
khaki.
Go
and
with
black.
the one at the end, brother.
They call that what?
Right.
Let me see. They call that
Not the blue one.
charcoal, sand, or light blue. Those are the colors.
Charcoal, because it will stay cleaner. If you're getting me one, damn. Yeah.
Unless you got a white cat.
What it's gonna?
or a white
Oh,
dog.
is there tank tops?
Yeah, hey, living, give me a hoodie.
With
Give me
the
a
halter
hoodie.
top.
I
Halter
can't afford
tops.
it, but give me a hoodie.
Halter top.
Look at what it
Where's the
says.
halter top?
Look at
It's
what it
summertime.
says.
You
KY,
can you
read
read
it
what
to
it
her.
says?
I'm
No, read it
trying
to her.
It says, "Keeping our promise to America's veterans."
That's
Oh,
my
I love
saying.
it. I love it.
I know it's perfect. I can't
I
believe
love
how did you find that, KY?
I get it in my magazine. I'm a veteran. I get a DAV magazine.
Wow.
Really?
Oh, is
And they've
that
been
like
around.
Department of Vets? Is that what that is?
Yeah. It's a
Oh, I
veteran
didn't know
formation.
that. I'm
Did
like,
they have
oh,
It's been
tank-
around. It's been around 101 years.
Did they have tank tops?
They got halter tops. for
so you have
girls.
see-through ones?
Okay,
We'll
I
make it hard to read
posted a
them.
link in private chat, you guys.
All
I
right.
just took this video today. I haven't edited it all, and I wish I would, but look at the
Sorry.
side of the school bus. What the car did to it. Oh, it's horrible.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Usually-
I'll
usually
find out.
school
I'm looking
buses-
at it.
It's already coming up, but I already got it.
I
Well,
drove.
hold on.
I
Let
drove
me take
by
a look
this
at it,
today.
KY. Oh, it's wrong
Okay.
video. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, I drove by
Oh,
this
you-
today. They had the whole half of the freeway blocked off.
Good thing she didn't.
Bring it up again. We'll vote on it.
Good thing she didn't corn
We'll
mom.
vote on it.
I'll vote on it.
That was I think I
Yeah.
farted.
You have to go up the road a bit, yeah. And it was really cold and rainy today, but look at the side of this bus when we drive by it.
Can't see it.
Oh, here we go. Now
Here it
watch the side of this bus. School bus. You'll see it. See that big gash out of it?
Yeah.
And that's the vehicle that hit it.
Yeah, the other vehicle fared a lot worse than the school bus for sure.
Well, yeah.
The bus was like you were running into a tank, you know, or a fire truck. They built like a fire truck.
Hey, Bud,
So
what are you talking about, buddy?
Yeah, it was about a 7-foot long gash in the side of that bus.
Yep.
Oh, you-
It was right across there, and it was like, wow.
I think I saw a blood stain.
Oh, psh.
Damn, I
Or
want you to
maybe-
leave that up. Can you put that back up? The very end of it where it shows our show tagger. I wanted to tell if you saw the notice for our show, there was a guy in there holding some medals up.
Yeah,
That
it
is a
did
lot.
show something,
Right.
didn't it?
Well,
Yeah.
that gentleman
see
there
that.
is homeless. He's living in his car. He's a U.S. vet.
Oh,
Yeah, that was.
How'd you tag that on the end? Or did you do that? Or was
no. It just. Why'd that show? Maybe, I don't know.
Bud did
Sure.
it. Bud
Bud
did
did
it.
what?
It's all Bud's fault.
It's always
does
Bud's
everything.
fault. It's always Bud. That is.
Well, Graham's not here to say to blame you, so I gotta blame you. I'm here blaming you for Graham. I gotta do Graham.
Okay, how come I'm not the only one who sounds really sick? Who else is coughing?
COVID. I don't know. I think that was Bud.
Bud? You said too? I
May or may
just
not
sound.
be.
I was told I sound like a dude now with my throat. So
The first Karen. Is that the lady from the Wizard of Oz? That looks like
Yeah,
her.
it is.
you
Yep.
guys. So
The
I
first
was
Karen.
watching. And it seriously was. I was watching and Court Cam tonight on TVK on A&E,
Oh shoot.
and one of our auditors was on Court Cam.
Wow.
Yeah, it is. Hang on. Oh shoot. Hang on. Now I gotta find it again because I refreshed that page. Oh, where is it? Where'd it go? Ah, here it is. Okay, so it was from News Now, South Carolina. Okay. And the video he had, what WTF 1A audit, sheriff spits tobacco dip on me and spaz on another auditor. It
Wow.
was on Court Cam tonight.
Wow.
When he's
That's cool.
walking out, he goes to the old man who did this, says, "You will be fired." He has been fired. He is now running for sheriff in January of 2022. It's on Court Cam TV, like the show I watch.
And
I was
depending on what county it is, he may or may not win.
Madison.
He may win.
Madison.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. He may win.
Well,
People
was-
want cops to be assholes, especially like the main sheriff. They want them to be. Which-
this guy was already 89 years old. I swear to God. Sitting there. Like, he could barely stand up. He told this guy,
Yeah.
"You cannot record." The woman
It's like-
cop beside him said, "I'll get a supervisor." She went and got one. The old man told her off, said, "Shut the F up." Find out it's his wife. Okay.
Huh?
They're both
His wife?
cops there. It was his wife. Yeah, his wife. He tells her, "Shut the F up." And I was, because I seen this video about a month ago, and then all of a sudden I'm just watching TV, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like, and now it says
Yeah.
he's now running for sheriff in January 2022.
This old guy.
He looks about 89 years old.
Yeah. Speaking of
Hang on.
89-year-old or 90-year-old, did you guys see Captain Kirk go into space this morning?
I hate him.
William Shatner?
No,
William
I hate him.
Shatner actually made it to space. Captain
I hate
Kirk
him.
went to space.
What on
Real life.
SpaceX?
On Jeff
Real life.
Bezos' Blue Origins flight thing. It was only like a 10-minute flight, 15-minute
okay.
flight. You blast up and you come back down.
If you guys want to
But-
see up
He didn't
to the
orbit or
link
anything.
of that
But
video,
he went 50 miles up and
he's an
then he's
asshole.
like, oh my God, it's black out there. It's like, no, yeah. Remember, space is black. It's a vacuum. Remember, you spent like 2 years pretending to be there. You know?
But I met him in real life here at Comic-Con or whatever they call it here.
Yeah,
He's
kind
an
of
asshole.
I don't
He's
like
an
him.
asshole.
Personally, I don't like him at all. He thinks he's
Yeah,
like
he can be a bit of a dick. I heard.
No, he is a horrible dick.
Yeah, I
All
agree.
he had to do was
I was
sign
thinking
my
to bring that up.
picture, and I can you put to me? And he's like, I'm busy, and walks away. What an ass. He is. He thinks he's all that in a cup of coffee. He is not. Guy can't even
He
act.
thinks he's all that plus two
The
fucking
coffee
cubes
is
of sugar.
just a little bit over the top. God damn it!
No, he thinks he's that. Anyway, in private chat, I posted that link of the video that is on court cam tonight.
Don't
What's
think we can play that one though.
No,
what's
but you guys can go look at it after.
CHAT/BT? What's that?
What?
Chatterbait?
What?
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Chat.
The link.
what are you talking about? Can
You
someone
and
throw an alligator? Can someone in chat throw a gator at Bud, please?
But yes.
He's
Swear to
getting out of
God.
line again.
Do you see
We
the
need
dancing?
gators in here to keep him in line.
Do you see the dancing gator? I sent it to everyone that I thought I did.
Thank you, Belle. Thank you, Belle.
I didn't see no dancing gator.
Yeah, I know. I didn't send it to you.
Yes, it's everybody. Everybody you count.
Yeah, everyone that doesn't have a bus. Okay, how about that?
All right.
Yeah, hold on.
You can't throw someone under the bus if there's no bus.
I hear
Into
you.
the
Let's
pub.
play it.
You're just throwing them under the Hyundai or something.
Yes, Belle, come back. Come up.
Come on, brother.
Damn it, where is it? I sent it. There it is.
Holy
Okay, KY.
sorry. Oh my God! How come I can't spell sheriff for the life of me?
It's one R, two F's.
I
That's
know. I was
Okay.
trying to message his video, and
H-E-R-I-F-F.
Hold
I
it.
know.
Low IQ? No, I'm just kidding.
I'm on paid meds for my throat.
I want
okay?
what she's smoking.
Yes.
I'm eating gummies. It's gummies, watermelon flavored gummies.
Send us gummies.
Oh, I want that. Where'd you?
Bud sent that to me this morning. That's awesome.
He never sends me nothing anymore.
Oh, look at this.
Wait a minute, I just took the picture. I'll send it to you.
Oh, beep, beep.
It's a package deal.
It is. The bus is mine.
Never mind.
So sorry I missed your phone call, but yeah, I was.
Okay, I figured either you were feeling bad or busy.
Well, and then I think I said I had the doctor's appointment today, so. And then he checked out all the swelling on my foot. It's the first joint where your toes. Wow, I want more
Toys.
gummies. Toes
It's when you
come
trip
out.
over the kids' toys and then hurt your foot.
Yeah,
Oh,
Belle,
man.
we're probably gonna be ending it soon. So if you wanted to come up,
I have time
Yeah.
to go pee though, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay, be right
You
back.
can take that with you.
You're gonna take that Hawaiian highway.
You gotta mute.
You're gonna go on that Hawaiian highway. Go leaky.
Holy, yeah. That's bad.
That is the name of a Hawaii.
I know it is,
the-
but that is such a bad. Well, no, it's a good joke actually.
Go leaky, leaky. Yeah.
Go leaky, leaky. Yeah.
Well, they did that to my cousin. She was looking for the flea market on the Big Island there, and then she got close to it, but got turned around, didn't know where it was. So they pulled over, and there was a vegetable stand thing, and she said, "I'm looking for the flea market. Do you know where the flea market is?" And the lady points, says, "Go leaky, leaky."
Yeah.
And she's, "No, I want the flea market, not the bathroom, the flea market." And the lady looks at stupid tourist, "Go leaky, leaky highway."
God, that's so funny.
Because she didn't know that was the name of the highway.
Leaky.
Leaky,
Wiki
leaky.
Leaks. WikiLeaks.
WikiLeaks. I knew somebody was. I knew it.
Okay, I'm back. I'm
You're
back.
Wow.
Oh, everybody, knock on wood that my thingamajabba for my throat is all good.
Thingamajabba.
Wait,
Well-
guys, quiet. Let her talk.
Let her.
What- What did you say? Something about?
Oh, what they have to do, they got to take this little fiber optic thing and shove it down my nose
Right.
God.
to see what's blocking my throat. So knock on wood,
Mm.
and everything's gonna be okay.
I gotta go to Uport for a minute, so I got wood that I could knock on. Sorry,
Fake
because
wood
I got
doesn't
nothing
count.
wood. I got coriander and granite.
And
There's wood.
Yeah, they did that when I got my. They used an oscilloscope and they tore my vocal cord, and they used one of those little fiber optics and shoved it up my nose and
Yeah,
down.
that's
And they
what they're
showed me.
doing.
And he said, "Here's your vocal cord." And they showed me. See the rip right there, and see those little bumps on each side where it's forming. That's why you can't hold a note very long anymore. He said, your vocal cord is ripped. He said, and you better stop singing. He said, because we don't have any way of fixing the vocal cords at this time. If you continue to sing, that vocal cord could rip all the way, and then you won't have a voice. And we
Oh,
don't have any way of repairing it. So you'd have to cut that hole in your throat and put one of those electric voice boxes in your throat. That's the only
Ew.
way you'd be able to speak. So this was
in the house.
this is the week before Easter, and my wife and I had been in choir for like 35 years at that point, and we're supposed to sing Hallelujah chorus, and like I'm one of 5 basses in the choir, and if I drop out, well, it doesn't have nearly the impact it's supposed to,
well, yeah.
because of my hearing loss. I always sang louder than the other guy.
If I had hearing loss, I think I'd be the quiet guy. Going, am I on tune?
I lost half my hearing.
Pepperoni, what's up, brother?
That's why it's so hard to hear everything.
Hey, Pepperoni. Thank you for coming over. He had.
Pepperoni.
I had no idea what HMU stands for, Pepperoni.
Was
Her Majesty's ship. HMU. Oh, HMS.
HMU. Hit my Uber.
Uncle?
I mean, I don't
Uncle?
Get my letter. Get my
oh my God,
umbrella.
uterus. Hit my uterus.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Oh my God, it's hit me up. I never would have guessed that. Jesus.
What the?
Oh fuck!
Wow,
Coming up
are
with
we all-
uterus stuff.
He almost went out and attacked little. No, never mind.
You know how many years
So-
it took me to figure out what
Yeah, Bobby.
WTF meant?
Are you serious?
I'm not kidding. My kids kept laughing at me when I started chatting, and I'm like, what? I didn't know what WTF meant.
They kept
I'm
going,
old.
what the fuck is your problem? You're like, I don't know. I can't figure it out.
Who's the friends? Who's the friends? Right.
So I kept coming up random things what it could be.
Got. Hey, Pepperoni. We're going to be ending here in about a minute or two. If you want to come up on panel,
Hey,
you
Peppy.
go back in the back with us. Wait, that doesn't
Hey,
sound good.
come on, brother. If you got a
Oh,
minute.
we get to play in the back room.
I knew. I swear to God, that's why I said not. I don't know.
We're gonna play patty cake.
I
And then
haven't played that in like what, 50 years?
You're what? 20.
patty cake, patty cake.
I'm
Baker's man.
54. Oh wait, no, I can't say that because I'm pretty sure I did it with my grandkids.
What?
Yeah, I did.
I just can't remember.
Ever play lawn darts?
Well, Pepperoni, you could come up. We could come up. You could come up, and you could still edit your videos, and then you could put your link to us after. Because once we close it, then I don't know how you get up.
Oh, you can still get up as long as you have the link.
Pin it.
Okay.
Pin it.
No,
I
you
don't
just
know.
dropped it
Keep
right
the link
there. Right
forever.
from. As long as you don't exit and try to come back, which you won't be able to do. Like when I'm in the show.
Well,
Because
no,
once
if you copy and paste StreamYards, I can exit it after you guys are done and still.
Oh no,
come
I
back.
know. Because
Yeah.
I put it. I can copy it and just put it in my little folder. And
Save it for a rainy day.
well, DJ likes to set up the show the night before and then send us the backlink, so we could actually get up there and get on the backstage. But what's the point? He'd have to grab his phone and charge it. Jesus Christ, would you like hang with fucking Lulu, dude?
Yeah, you're 3%.
Get a 3%er. You damn 3%er.
You talk about the 1%ers. It's the 3%ers.
No shit, it's the 3%ers on the new 1%ers.
Oh, jeez.
Phone jockeys that can't keep more than 3%, even though Jesus himself has invented a fucking charger. I mean, do you know how many chargers are out there, brother?
I see my phone's down to 15 or 20%. I plug it in. I don't wait till
No,
it gets to 0.
exactly. Those
Because what if someone calls me in the meanwhile? You know, then I'm
I
talking on the
plug
phone
mine
for
in
half an
every
hour.
night.
Yeah, but that's the problem with the young ones, KY. They don't think about plugging it in. It's all about taking, never sticking.
They wait till their alarm goes off and goes, your phone's about to shut down in 5, 4, 3. And they're like, well, plug it in.
By the way, hi, Belle.
No, he's not.
Hello, Skies.
Hey, Bill, good to see you, brother.
But Bella's sober.
Oh, Stevie.
Oh, shoot, I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys knew it was me yesterday. I don't know how you knew.
I have no idea, dude. I actually felt bad. That's why I kind of like stuttered there first. Oh shit! I bet he didn't want anyone to know. I mean, it was so obvious. You might as well have typed, "I'm Stevie hiding." I'm not going to work.
Yeah.
Oh, with
Well,
my new
I
voice.
say
Nobody
hi
would
the
know
way I
me.
say hi, you know, so everybody knew. Everybody knew it was me. Plus boomerangs. Who else does boomerangs? Nobody.
I should have tried to come up with someone else with my new voice.
There you go. Look, did you heard me though when you first came in? I didn't know it was you. I was actually promoting you, telling you should meet Stevie.
Huh? I need an avatar. I'm like, yeah, cool.
You guys realize you let me up without knowing it was me? What if
Yeah,
I
I
was a
did
porn
that.
porner?
That's
Oh,
and my-
that's
nope.
because
you
I
would've made
didn't
me.
even I didn't even chat in the room.
No, I know you didn't. I had the thing ready to go. If you would have even so much as even looked funny, I would have dropped you down so fast. I was like, I had it just holding the button right on there, waiting, and then you talked, and I'm like, okay.
And you knew my voice, kind of.
Yep.
It's a little rough.
A little rough, but it's still you.
Yeah,
It's like my
still me.
voice. I don't care
Yeah.
how high or low it gets. You're gonna know it's me.
It's kind of smoky and sexy voice, you know? It's like a
I
tired.
realized
pretty
that though
funny.
after I joined Streamed. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even say hi in the room. They're not gonna know it's me.
All right. Well, Pepperoni, of course, you're more than welcome. If you want to charge your phone, we'll wait a little while for you. If not, we'll catch up to you. I'm on Discord all the time with you. Whenever I get my notices or remember I even have Discord shit, because I totally forgot. My roommate came and said, "Did you get my Discord message?" I'm like, "Oh shit." I
You're
haven't.
on Discord?
I have not. Look, I have not. Well, it's a storage area for me and my roommate. Since he's got it on his phone, he can send messages to me because he hates Facebook completely. It doesn't fucking matter. It's Messenger. It still links him up. So he wants
Yeah,
nothing
my
to do with
son
it.
uses Discord. That's how he messages me.
Well, Discords is the worst. It really is. But I only use it as a storage area, and that's it. I was given a channel that was doing really good, but I don't have time for any of that shit now. I don't have time for 2 shows. Don't have time to do that. I have time to do one thing barely, and that's our show. We're starting to do new things here, and that's why we're not really worried about having 3 people in the room. This is all about getting our hours out there and just
Yeah.
warming up. And we've got the ideas. We're going to start here real soon. We have an interview coming up. We'll see how that goes and the direction we want to.
Mhm.
It's a
Mhm,
segment
mhm.
of our show, a specific segment of our show. I mean, we're gonna have it so that we have segments of our show, actually different segments that people can come like,
That's
man.
perfect. Because that's how shows are, you know. They have
Yeah,
segments.
so we just need to make it more. And like this one, for example,
Yeah.
Air Cooled Accountability will be doing an interview. He is a family member of a vets. He's one of the family. It's not going to be about vets though. We are gonna this is a segment we call supporting the 1A auditors. It's the up and coming ones or whatever, new ones we support, the way they do it. I
Yeah.
like Air Cooled. I like the style he plays. So like I said, I'm not putting down any other style. Everyone has their own styles, and some of them I like a lot, but I'm just saying my favorite style is the polite auditor. Flat out. No intimidation, no yelling
Yeah.
back, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like oh my God,
I like it.
Amagansett Press.
I'd have to say Amagansett Press is my favorite.
right, then
Yeah.
Alcor, not Alcor, well, I don't mean not Alcor, I
Not
mean Al
Alcor.
SoCal.
Not-
Al
Yeah, I like
SoCal
Al
is
SoCal.
someone I
I
really
love
like
Al
his
SoCal.
style.
Yeah.
But let me just make it straight. I love oh my God, Eric, what was the one we were just something account? What was the name of the one you said was your favorite, Steve?
Amagansett.
Amagansett Press. I like
Yeah,
him a
I
lot.
like
And Watching the Watchmen, yeah.
Right, who goes along with him? That's his son,
Son.
right?
Son,
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Because
17,
he's
right.
never rude. He never. I mean, I don't know. I've seen him rude a couple times, but that's super rare. He's just like he's polite. And he's straightforward. He's like, leave me alone, and I'm doing my thing. And I just like his style, where
I
he's
agree.
not.
A lot of
He's not
people.
trying.
That's why he has 300,000+ people following him, dude.
Yeah,
He's
and he
really good
doesn't.
at what he does.
He doesn't. I mean, people still get triggered, but he goes out of his way to not trigger people, but they still get triggered.
Oh yeah,
Right.
they're always.
Where
Since we have the great option of not doing that in our actual line of work,
Yeah.
other than running in sometimes the cops, we are going to be highlighting a show me and KY have talked about, which basically is because KY has always been an amazing supporter of the 1A community. And I would never ask him to leave the 1A community to do just fundraising stuff. But so a segment of our show that would allow that to happen and to still highlight the work KY has done for the 1A community, which is what should never be forgotten. So we want to have a show that we help and like different auditors that we like or we want to help promote, and we'll bring them up and do an interview, show some video clips.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
awesome. And
fun.
Air Cooled, I know him personally. He's been to my house. I've helped him out. He's my brother, and he's the only auditor that's ever been to my house, and I'll stand behind him 100%. That he's a fucking awesome guy, and he deserves support. He does.
And I really like his style, so I've found 5 or 6 different videos that I've sent to KY, and we are going over them that show what he does. He's well known in his community, which is a good thing. The police and the neighborhoods, they all know him and like him from the videos you watch. So,
some of the cops like him. The people like him. Some of the cops hate him, and some like him.
Really? I
Kind of-
thought he got along with all of them from what the one video was talking about.
No, there's some sergeant that has it out for him. There's a couple cops that have it out for him.
Oh,
But
sort of like the Al SoCal situation.
Yeah, where most
was-
of the cops like, hey, Al, and they know
Right,
him. And then
and
there's
they
like
think-
other Tony guy going, you gotta
Have
move
you
back.
guys-
You're gonna get arrested.
Have you guys seen Riverside? I think he's polite.
Yes, Riverside is.
Yeah,
See,
we
I
love
love
Riverside.
his. He is so nice.
Well, I'm going to do an interview with Pepperoni. That's another auditor I like, which, you
I
know,
like
a
pepperoni.
little bit biased, though.
Pepperoni does good.
No, I
love
like
pepperoni.
pepperoni's videos.
And plus,
I watch.
Pepperoni has been a major supporter of our channel. He allowed us to use his channel. So,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I said, I haven't asked him yet. It's hard to get him up on a panel. He doesn't like doing panels, I don't think. He likes to be in, you know, he likes going out and filming it, which he doesn't. But I'd love to get a couple of his videos. I have several. The one, my favorite all-time drop dead, is when he was with Poor Dirt Farmer, and Poor Dirt Farmer scooted right in front of the way of them when they were going after Pepperoni. Awesome video, because I love
Right.
Poor Dirt
You'll have
Farmer.
to post that video in private for me.
Well, if
I just don't
Pepperoni
remember.
allows, well, you have to look. That's why I still have to do it. Pepperoni allows me to do the interview. That is one of the videos I will bring up. And like I said, that will be in one of me and KY segments. And then, like I
Like
said, we're gonna spend more time getting more professional and stuff, so we can enhance people
Yeah.
to come in and.
And you have to understand that Poor Dirt Farmer is a very small frame.
Small
man.
frame, real thin.
He's like a pit chihuahua though, boy. He
Yes,
gets that
yes.
bone.
Or a Tasmanian devil. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He
He's
just
got
goes.
that deep southern draw though.
He does.
Every time
and-
I hear his voice, because with my kids, we used to watch like Disney's Robin Hood, and there's that guy that like he narrates it,
Oh, I
and it sounds
love
just
that
like
guy.
Silver Farmer.
The rooster.
Yeah.
The rooster
So-
narrates it. I
That
love
Foghorn.
that.
That's
And that's
Foghorn
how-
Leghorn. The
No,
rooster's name
it's
is
not. No,
Foghorn.
It's not Foghorn
no, it's
Leghorn.
not.
Hold
Foghorn.
on. One at a time. Can't
It's not
It's not
understand why-
Foghorn Leghorn. It's not Foghorn. It's the
Anyway,
Disney guy.
So
It's the
What-
Disney.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Good.
I guess that means Pepperoni's not coming up. So
watch
we are-
watch Robin Hood on Disney. You'll see. It's Poor Dirt Farmers.
hold
They do it.
on. So we're gonna go ahead and end the feed. Appreciate everyone coming in tonight. We are helping with the watch hour. So if you do watch one of the other videos we have on there and comment them, it will help us get our video watch hours out of the way, and I appreciate that very much. And of course, you can always comment on the videos. We take comments. We actually review them. Thank you, Living Skies, for coming up. Thank you,
Welcome.
Mal. Right,
My
for
pleasure,
Ted,
brother.
part of our family. It's always great having him up here, and of course, the better half, KY Packer.
Oh, I
for
thought
me,
you better have to spell
everyone-
admin.
And
Bill
right, your head.
Admin. Yes, because that's not last but not least. Special shout out to Bill Admin.
Yes.
We love Bell.
You know, we love
Best
Bill.
man.
Oh, we all love
Bill.
Bill.
Hey, Bill.
So KY, or anyone, you have anything you would like to say before I do the butt out?
Stay safe. Be well, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right,
Boobs
guys,
are overrated.
butt out.
KY out.